Yuma County Emergency Management trains for many scenarios, recently for an emergency that happens in another city. Public Works opens up to allow you to see how we keep things running smooth in Yuma County. And a graduation for Aztec High, young people who are truly treasure hunters. These stories and more, this is your County Line. We often talk about how our Emergency Management Office prepares for all types of emergencies and disasters. This is all to help you if the unthinkable happens. This means thinking of every possible scenario, even those emergencies that happen in other areas but impact our community. Recently, the state of Arizona and Yuma County Emergency Management Office activated the Yuma County Emergency Management Center.
It's a great time to get all our counterparts here working together in the EOC, mobilizing it. So in case there is a major disaster or something happens in Yuma County, everybody is working together and we know exactly what needs to get done.
But the actual drill focused on a major earthquake striking Southern California and the resulting evacuation of tens of thousands of people evacuating to Yuma County. A mass evacuation of Southern California would likely put a strain on services in Yuma County, potentially causing an emergency here.
We were able to do an exercise declaration, which is very important to the county in order to obtain services and resources and to recoup in the recovery process of funds that would be expended at the taxpayers' cost to respond to disasters such as this.
16 county departments and 9 outside agencies participated in our Emergency Operations Center. To find out more about our Emergency Management Office, just find them on the county's website, yumacountyaz.gov. They're under the Government tab. Ever wonder how streets stay paved and streetlights remain in sync? Members of the public got a first-hand look recently when our Public Works Department held an open house. Staff were on hand to answer questions and give tours of the Public Works facility off Avenue 5E. It also gave them the chance to give some show and tell about some of the equipment that's used to keep Yuma County's infrastructure in working order. There's a lot you can learn about the Yuma County Public Works Department. Just visit yumacountyaz.gov and find Public Works under the Government tab. It's an exciting time of year for many young people as schools let out and graduation ceremonies are underway. It's no different with your county government, as our own Aztec High School holds its graduation. For 22 years, our Juvenile Justice Center has been holding a graduation for their Kids at Hope, and this year a total of 41 students have walked the line. Most recently, 22 students received diplomas.
This is a reflection, the fact that Bobby Guzman was Employee of the Year for the Superior Court in Yuma County. I think he said it perfectly. He said, I'm just a representative of the staff at Aztec and the juvenile court because it takes an entire team to get these students through, to get them the assistance they need.
Aztec was designed as an alternative school in 2003. Maybe viewed by some as a last chance, the young people crossing the line on graduation day in many cases are miracles. The majority of young people at Aztec are living in a single-parent environment, and some are living on their own, so the odds are not in their favor to get a diploma. Aztec High School has come a long way. They work closely with the Yuma County Juvenile Courts and the Yuma Union High School District to keep their standards high. With just under 80 employees, consisting of attorneys, paralegals, investigators, advocates, and support staff, the County Attorney's Office is a hotbed of activity. And as the Chief Legal Officer in the county attorney himself has a lot to keep track of. Today, we take a moment to focus on this office and all that it does for the criminal justice system in Yuma County.
The mission of the County Attorney's Office is to hold those accountable who commit crimes in Yuma County. We're also here to provide legal services for the county elected officials and departments. And we also have a victim services division. A lot of people aren't aware that the Yuma County Attorney also represents the county in the civil arena. And part of our mission statement, as stated, is to provide skill and efficient legal representation to the county, its officers, and the political subdivisions that represent citizens of Yuma County. Another big division that most people are familiar with when it comes to the county attorney is the criminal division. And we like to think of the criminal division, the role of the criminal division, as one of the most important aspects of what we do. It certainly takes up a vast majority of the work that's done in this office. It's important to note that the role of the prosecutor and that the standards of prosecutors are held to are much higher than that as imposed on other attorneys because of this unique function that he or she performs when representing the interest and in exercising the sovereign powers of the state. And lastly is the division of the victim services. The role of the victim services is really just based on a strong commitment to the welfare of victims and their families as they recover from the effects of crime and proceed through the criminal justice system. Crime victims are entitled to the continuum of care based upon fairness, respect, and dignity, as well as to be informed, present, and heard in their quest to achieve justice. It is to this end that victim services serves them. We like to think that we're able to run as efficient as possible. The Board of Supervisors is cognizant of the fact that we do have certain needs and resources, and we work hand in hand with them on the administrative aspect to make sure that we have the necessary resources to do the job that statutorily we're required to do.
You can learn more about the Yuma County Attorney's Office by visiting yumacountyaz.gov. You'll find them under the Government tab.
Hi, my name is Trisha and this is your Health Watch. Summer is here, and what better way to cool off than in the water? Pools, rivers, and lakes are all popular choices here in Yuma. However, they can also be very dangerous if we're not careful. Here are some tips to make sure you stay safe while having fun in the sun. The letter A stands for Active Adult Supervision. Always keep constant visual supervision for all children and be within arm's reach for infants and toddlers. Designate a water watcher who is in charge of watching the children while in or near water. Never leave your child alone in or around water. Next up is the letter B, which stands for barriers. Make sure the pool is separated from other play areas of the home by having the pool surrounded by a 4-sided fence, a self-closing, self-latching gate, and door alarms on any door that opens to a body of water. The final letter, the letter C, stands for classes. CPR and first aid classes, swimming lessons, and water safety classes will make sure everyone knows what to do in an emergency and increase the chances of survival. Congratulations, you now know your ABCs of water safety. For more information on water safety for open water, please visit www.safekids.org or contact the Health District's Ryan Butcher at 928-317-4631. This is all for now. Until next time, stay healthy, Yuma.
Before we head out, some important reminders for you about the election season coming this fall. The fall primary election seems far away. August 28th is when the polls will open, but you don't want to wait to register. Voter registration will close on Monday, July 30th. The last day to request an early ballot will be August 17th. If you choose to cast your ballot at the polls, remember Yuma County will use vote centers for the election. There will be a total of 9 vote centers open. 2 of them will be mega vote centers, which are designed to handle larger crowds. Stay tuned to your county line. We'll be bringing you updates on the election season heading this way. We'd like to thank you for joining us for this county line. If you'd like to watch past episodes, log on to yumacountyaz.gov/VOD. And don't forget, you can join us live on Facebook. We'll see you next time.